Hey guys, it's Stig here and welcome to another video. Now today in this video I'm going to be bringing you guys the 10 top big game changes in the brand new Call of Duty Advanced Warfare. So obviously we had the trailer a few days ago and unfortunately they didn't actually release a lot of information about what the brand new equipment is. They kind of showed the gameplay of it but they didn't really explain much about it. So what I'm going to be giving you guys today is sort of a run through on what you can actually do with this brand new equipment. And like I said, I'm going to be going through 10 big game changes including equipment, mainly equipment and some sort of tactical equipment as well. So starting off with number one is the exosuit. Now we did see this in the first part of the trailer. If you guys didn't see the trailer, I will leave a link in the description to that, so obviously you can go and check it out if you haven't already. But the exosuit is a one big main game change they put into Call of Duty Advanced Warfare, and this basically gives you the ability to jump extreme distances. So like I said, this was at the beginning of the first bit of the trailer, which was like one of the main scenes, the main sort of first scene. And it kind of reminds me of a Juggernaut, but I'll talk a little bit more about that in a second. Now the second thing is wall climbing. This is obviously something they have possibly got from another game, possibly Titanfall, possibly Halo. And like I said, this is like but this is just one of those things that they obviously decided to put in the game. What you can do with this is you put on these special gloves and they give you the ability to climb up walls, to climb everywhere. So like I said, it's kind of like Titanfall. Whether they got the idea from Titanfall, I'm not 100% sure, but obviously it's another addition they've put into Advanced Warfare, which I'm not overly impressed about, sort of thing, because I think Titanfall, or not Titanfall, Call of Duty is turning sort of into Halo at the moment, or Titanfall. Call of Duty used to be its sort of original guns and battles, and now they're putting in stupid things that just make the, sort of ruin the games. That's sort of my opinion, sort of thing, but if any of you guys agree with me, obviously put a comment below. Now the third thing is called the mech suit. This is basically a suit. This is like the sort of exo suit that I spoke about at the beginning of the video, but again this one is actually bigger. So obviously they've created a smaller suit and they've created the mech suit, which is actually a lot bigger. And with this you actually get given a Gatling gun, which is obviously like a big machine gun, which is like a, obviously the thing that reminded me about this was obviously Titanfall, and it kind of reminds me of the Titans. It's about the same sort of size as a Titan, and obviously with a Titan you get given a massive machine gun, and I believe it's going to be something like that, so that'll be quite interesting. Again, with that I'm not 100% sure if I sort of agree with that, because it's turning into sort of Titanfall, but obviously that's just my opinion thing. Now going on to number 4, which is actually invincibility. This is a brand new thing they've put into Advanced Warfare, which I believe they haven't done before, and this basically gives you the ability to put cars or vehicles and also your character, you can actually turn them invincible, or sort of invisible sort of thing. Used the wrong sort of word there, but you guys know what I mean. You can turn vehicles or your character invisible, and I'm not quite sure if this is actually going to be a perk or not. It may be something that you unlock within the game if you do something special, or it could be a perk. I'm not 100% sure. But going on to number 5, this is called thermal grenades, and a lot of people wonder what this was actually in the trailer. At first I thought it was a thermal helmet, but then I found out it's actually thermal grenades. So what they basically give you the ability to do is if you throw down this grenade, special thermal grenade, it will give you a limited amount of time, and within that limited amount of time you'll be able to see enemies through walls, you'll be able to see enemies everywhere. It basically gives you the ability to see the enemies through a thermal sight for obviously you throwing the grenade, and it'll give you the special ability to actually see them and find out where they are, so obviously you guys can go and kill them. Now going on to number 6, which is actually deployable cover. Now I think this is a very good idea. What it looks to believe like me is like a little sort of banner sort of thing. You've got 2 sticks at one side and you place them either side, and basically what it will do is obviously give you cover from the enemies. And like I said, this was also another thing they did show in the trailer, which obviously there's an image on the screen right now. You'll be able to actually place this down, and hopefully you guys be able to get a little bit of extra cover by placing that down, obviously this deployable cover. I'm not quite sure if they're going to be doing this on single player. Obviously I reckon they're going to be doing it for multiplayer. It's just one of those sort of things, whether it's going to be tactical equipment, something like that, I'm not 100% sure. But going on to the 7th one, which is actually new drones. Now obviously we've seen drones before, but these ones look kind kind of special. With these ones, you can actually grab them and you can toss them into the air, and that's basically the way you deploy them. Like I said, you've also seen this in the trailer as well, which obviously link or screenshot is on the screen right now, and all you guys got to do is just grab them and chuck them into the air, and that will deploy them. Now obviously we saw this in the trailer, which may be because it's single player, so whether they'll do this online I'm not 100% sure. But going on to number 8, which is actually spider tanks. These spider tanks may be a kill streak. These are kind of like the exosuit. It's one of those big equipment, which I'm not quite sure if they're going to be doing for the multiplayer side. Whether it just be single player, I'm not 100% sure. But like I said, it could be a kill streak, or it just could be in single player. And these are massive sort of tanks that go around the map. Not sort of tanks, but sort of spider tanks, if you know what I mean. They're tanks, but they're within a spider. And they've got a gun on top, which obviously allows them to kill people. So it's obviously spiders and tanks added together, which, like I said at the sort of beginning of the video, is kind of well, not my sort of a thing, I would say, because obviously it's turning into a different game now. It's not originally Call of Duty, it's turning into a different game. But going on to number 9, which is actually Kevin Spacey. Kevin Spacey is actually a new sort of themed character in Call of Duty Advanced Warfare. He is a famous actor, which I do think is a very interesting thing they did decide to put into the new Call of Duty. Obviously getting a famous actor, a well-known American actor, and actually using him in the game, which again is very interesting. Going on to the final one, which is actually hoverboards. Now this again is another new thing they've put into Advanced Warfare, which obviously allows you to actually get on the bike and you can actually hover around the map, which does look very interesting. I'm quite looking forward to that, as it does look very cool. You guys can just jump on a little bike thing and go around the map. And this, if you haven't already noticed, it does actually look like the shape of a wasp. So whether it be called a wasp board or something like that, I'm not 100% sure, but obviously it does look like a wasp. So that is just a quick run through of the 10 big game changes in the brand new Call of Duty Advanced Warfare. I do hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you haven't subscribed to my channel already, please do. Like I said, the trailer will be in the description if any of you guys haven't actually seen that. I do hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, then please do not forget to give the video a like, and I'll see you guys in my next video.